Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you one of my absolute childhood favorites, and that is the fairy cupcake. So they look like this. They're so simple. They're just basically a vanilla cupcake. You can do chocolate if you like. And you bake them so that they have a really high rise. You cut the tops off, cut it in half, and then you make little fairy wings out of it. So growing up as a kid, these were one of my absolute favorites. My mum used to make them for me all the time. I used to request it for every single birthday party, and I thought I'd share them with you today. So this is what they look like, and I'll show you how to make them. So to start off making our fairy cupcakes today, I've got 200 grams of flour. I've got 115 grams of unsalted butter that's just softened a little bit in the microwave. And then I've got 165 grams of caster sugar. I've got some vanilla bean. You can also use vanilla essence, but I just prefer the vanilla bean. You can see it through the cupcakes and I think it tastes really yummy. I've got 2 eggs and I've got 125 mils of milk. So into my mixer, I'm going to put my softened butter. Scrape that over there. Softened butter and my caster sugar, and I'm also going to pop in 1 teaspoon of my vanilla bean or vanilla essence, whichever one you prefer. I find the vanilla bean gives it a little bit more of a punchy flavour. It's a bit more natural. So I'm going to pop that into my mixer and just turn that on and just beat it until it's light and fluffy. So that's beautiful, light and creamy now. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to crack in my eggs one at a time. You can crack them into a bowl if you like to beforehand. It doesn't really matter, whatever you feel comfortable with. But you're going to mix it quite well between each addition. So I turn the speed up just a little bit. On my KitchenAid I've got it on speed 4. And then once you can see that your egg's completely incorporated, we add the second one. And then bring the speed back up again to number 4. Perfect. So this is what your mixture should look like. And then what I'm going to do is I've got my flour here. Now that's all sifted. So I'm just going to pop that in. And then we'll pop that into our mixer again, and I usually just put it on speed 1, otherwise if you put the speed up too fast you're going to have a flour cloud. I've done that before. I've done that a few times actually, and I've even done it with my big mixer and that was a whole mess. The whole kitchen was just covered in flour. It took me a long time to clean up, that's for sure. So then what I'm going to do is, as that's mixing, I'm just going to slowly pour in my milk. And you just want to make sure that you just let it mix until it's just combined, because otherwise your cupcakes are going to be tough. Okay, and that's done. Perfect. So this is a beautiful cupcake batter. I love this one. It rises very well. So for these cupcakes, you want ones that rise really well because you want to be able to cut the tops off to create your little fairies. These are my absolute favourite cupcakes. They just bring back so many memories. My mum used to make them for me every single kids' party that I used to have, and the kids used to go crazy over it, especially me. Okay, so I've got my 12-hole muffin pan, and I'm just using these little white patty pans. You can use any colour patty pans that you like. I'm just using white today. And then I tend to use a piping bag to pipe my cupcakes. You can just use a spoon and spoon them in. It's completely up to you. I just find that it's less messy and it's easier to use a piping bag for me. That's just my personal preference. So it's just a plain piping bag, and I've just got a big round tip at the end. Nice and easy. So then you want to 3/4 fill these cupcakes because you want them to rise a fair bit. as I said before, so we can cut the tops off for our little fairies. And these are a great one to do with the kids. The kids absolutely love getting into doing these. They're so simple. It's not too messy. And the kids just love it. I used to make these with my mum all the time. I used to sit on the bench and I used to lick the bowl and I used to lick the spoon. That was my favourite part. And of course eating them once they were baked. There we go. So I'll just fill these up again. These might make just less than 12 actually, because I'm filling them up a little bit more than I normally would, because we really want that rounded surface. Okay, so I've got about 8 cupcakes. So if you want 12, maybe double the mixture, fill them up just a little bit more. So these are ready to go in the oven now. You can see they look beautiful. So I'm going to pop these in the oven at 180 degrees for about 25 minutes until they're golden and risen on the top. Just taking our cupcakes out of the oven. They've been in for about 22 minutes and you can see they're beautifully cooked through. They're really light and fluffy and they've got a little rounded edge. These ones are probably a little bit better. So the more you fill them, the better they're going to be. So to make our fairies, what I've got here is I've got some buttercream which I've just made up, which is literally just butter whipped with icing sugar and some vanilla bean. And I've just got some strawberry jam. And then I've also got just some icing sugar to garnish. And I'll give you the recipe for my buttercream as well in the description below. So, to start off, you want a really sharp bread knife. And you're just going to cut straight across the top of each of your cupcakes. So you want to be left with this little round disc. So I'll just pop that back on there. So you want to do that for all of your cupcakes. They don't have to be big, just little ones. You're definitely going to be making these for your next kid's birthday party because I assure you they are going to love them. And they're so simple. Okay. Okay. That one's a little bit, hasn't risen enough. But you can still just dig your knife in there and cut the tops off. So the more risen that they are, the easier it's going to be. Okay. And one more. Perfect. Okay. So you'll need a little chopping board for this part. Move that over there. So I'm just going to pop my little tops and I'm going to cut them in half. So I'm just going to put them in order of my cupcakes, otherwise they're not going to look right because they won't match up. So just cut all of your tops in half. The bigger they are, the more effective they'll be, but it's okay if they're little. Don't stress too much. One more. Okay, now to assemble them. So what we want to do is you want to get your buttercream. I've just got a little round tip there. It's about 1 centimetre wide, maybe just less, and I've got a little round tip for my jam because you don't want too much jam. So you're going to grab your cupcake and you're just going to pipe a line straight down the middle. Okay, so sit that in front of you and then grab the top that matches that cupcake. These two little ones are going to act as your wings. So you just pop them in just like that. And then get your jam and just run it straight down the middle. Just like that. So you can continue to do that for the rest of your cupcakes. And then you just want to dust them with some icing sugar after. This is bringing back memories of when my mum used to make them. So continue with that until you're all finished and then we'll dust them with icing sugar. So I've just dusted these with the icing sugar and they're finished. They're ready to go. You can pop them on a platter, you can pop them on a little cupcake stand. Just make sure the wings are all standing up and they're ready to go. I hope your kids love them, hope you love them. These really bring back great memories for me growing up as a kid, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Share with me today what your favorite sweet is or dessert is. It can be a cake, a cupcake, slices. Share with me what your favorite childhood sweet or dessert is, and maybe I'll make one for you next time. Cool. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later, guys.